I think the biggest concern for mum is who's going to be looking after their son or daughter. And that's us, the matrons.
And predominantly most of us are mums anyway. So, you know, we are probably the best people to do that. You're sort of there to guide them, you support them, we take them to lessons, whatever they sort of need that help with. For me, the boys start in Prospect. We call it the training house, so they're doing everything together. So from morning, noon, night, we do everything as a team. I can just sort of look after just the year 7th. And whereas when they go over to the senior houses, they've more grown up, they're more mature, they've got a routine, they've made friends. So then they have that confidence to be able to build, to move over to the senior houses with you guys.
It's a different sort of dynamics for me. For us, I've started with the year 7 girls, and I've also got 8s and 9s. So you've got the nurturing part of the year 7s, the new ones, but it's also lovely because the year 8s and 9s are helping them because they've been a year 7. They know what it's all about. The same as the senior houses, but the senior houses haven't got the 7s, have they? But the girls are very sweet. They're very sensitive, and you know, we've had a lot of homesickness, you know, because we've got some overseas. Got one from Bahamas and one from Seychelles and stuff. So they get very homesick, and the older girls do help.
But especially when they're coming into the senior house as well, the older boys can be mentors for the younger students, especially if you've had someone who's not coped with boarding very well as a youngster, but has then come through and loves boarding now.
And it's come through the other side.
Come through the other side, and then they can obviously mentor the little ones who are struggling, and it helps them obviously through that journey, you know, and that's really important, I think, to have that within the house.
One thing that really always astounds me, how close they are and how close they stay as a friendship group. And you know, when they're university, and you look at all the people that, like the old Foleyans that come back, that are in their 60s, 70s, that have been to school together, and they still come back as a group. I think that is just
it's so fun, isn't it? You know, I mean, a lot of these boys, you know, they're best men for you know, for their friends' weddings and things like that. I think that is just so special.
I think one of my boys put it into really sort of perspective. He said, they're not just my friends, he said they're my brothers. And I think it's lovely. And they are.
It's the Osh family, isn't it? It's the Osh family, and we always have been, you know, very family oriented.
How competitive we are within the houses, which
absolutely,
because we're the best.
Well,
no, I don't think so. But
it is true.
But at the end of the day, we're all doing the same job. We're wanting the best for the boys, the best care for the boys, and that's what we're here for. You know, I know that we laugh and joke between us about we are the best house, even though we are, but
you have to have a sense of humour in this job, let's put it like that. That's one of the big things, I think. If you don't have a sense of humour, patience, don't do this job.
No, patience, and the ability to nag, I feel, is a good attribute.
Yes. We do. There is a lot of washing.
They do like to do their own washing, some of them, they, you know, and that's fine. I say, I'm here to do it, but they go, matron, I prefer to do my own.
I think because we're almost like, you know,
what is kind of just routine. It's just what you do. You fit it.
Well, we're on autopilot, aren't we? Really, we just literally come in and we just tackle it. A bit like the boys tackling on the rugby pitch, you know, we tackle with the washing and just get it done. It's just giving them the guidance, isn't it, you know, and trying to, you know, sort of encourage them to get involved, because that's one of the best ways as well, isn't it, to take their mind off homesickness, is get them involved. You know, go and try new things. If they don't like it, they don't have to do it again, but at least they've had a go.
What I always say to my new boys is to join in with lots of clubs, as much as you can. Try everything and then choose what you don't like. And then, or you might find something that you've never done before.
As long as the children are happy and secure, I think that's one of the most important things coming into a boarding school, and we try to sort of emulate that atmosphere as much as we possibly can, don't we?
But I think because they've got such a good pastoral care,
absolutely,
you know, I think that's what makes it a lot more successful.
And it works.
Here.
And it works,
because,
doesn't it?
Like you said so many times, you know, they feel safe and they know if they're going to have a wobble, or it's just one of those days they don't know why they feel the way they do, but they feel it
in the house. They know is there. Familiar face, isn't there?
Somebody to talk to all the time, which is paramount to us, isn't it?
Like we always say to them, don't we? You know, the door is always open, and it always is. You know, and I think that's vitally important, that they feel comfortable enough to come and actually, you know, sit down and have that chat.
That's what we are there for, isn't it? To
Be there for the night. I had one boy phone me up the other day who's actually just left in year 11, and he said, I've just rung you to say I'm missing you so much. He said, I miss at night not being able to just pop into my friend's door or go down to tea, he said, or just pop in for a chat. He said, and I need a chat. That's why I phoned you up. You know, which is so lovely, isn't it? You know, and to be honest, you know, that makes me feel good as well, and I'm sure it's the same for you. You know, that they feel confident enough to be able to come and chat.
It's an honour, isn't it? It's an honour.
It's a privilege, you know, that they're feeling okay to come and talk out any problems, and that's what we're there for, is to try and guide them the best way we possibly can.
So learn how to make a good cup of tea. I tell you what, my boys are cracking now. I've got about 5 that can make the best tea ever.
They've got to share the biscuits.
Well,